G'day everyone, Nick here again from CPAP Reviews. I just did a video on the new ResMed F20 full face mask, so I thought I'd carry on from that and do a little video on the N20, which is their latest nasal mask. So nasal being that it just covers the nose and doesn't cover the mouth. Okay, this is carrying on from ResMed's N10 mask, which was a bit of a flop, especially by ResMed standards. And the main letdown of that mask was that it just didn't seal well, so it was prone to mask leakages, especially up here into the eyes. And with this mask, you can see that they've sort of tried to address those issues that they had with the N10. There's a few other features that I'll go into. I'll put a link to the size guide into the description, so you can print that off and check your sizing and things like that. But without further ado, let's have a bit of a look at the mask and talk about some of its features. So I'll start by just giving you a bit of a pan around of the mask so you can see it up close and personal. Alright, so you can see that frame sort of kind of like the wisp frame, so the way it sort of comes around the side there, and that's a soft padded frame which I'll talk about. Going around to the back there. Cool. So one of the first features I'll talk about is the headgear and the frame itself. So the frame is a soft padded frame. So just under the inside here is very soft and padded. It's a very nice plush material, and it's a little bit padded, so when you're lying there on the pillow, it's going to be nice and soft to lie on, and it's less likely to leave a lot of marks on your face. And this headgear itself is also, they've made it a softer headgear, so it is a nicer to feel headgear, and you've got your Velcro parts there. Like the F20, one of the best features, which I really love, is the magnetic clips. Okay, so I'll show you again on this mask. So nice and easy, so you can just clip them on. Alright, so they just clip on like so, and they just grab. Now this is really handy for those people that struggle a bit with the dexterity, trying to manage clips in the night time in the dark. You might have arthritis in your hands. Very easy with this mask, just to go clip, clip, and the magnets sort of just draw each other in, and away you go. So that's certainly a great feature of this mask, and certainly something to think about if you are frequently struggling with hooks and clips and trying to manage those manage those things at night time, because it can get quite tricky, especially if you do have arthritis and that. So the head strap is very nice. It's very nice and supportive. You can see it's sort of the way it comes around the back here. You've got your crown strap up the top here, and adjustable in 4 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another feature of the mask is same with the F20. You've got that nice clear field of vision, so nothing up on the forehead, which is great because you don't get marks on your forehead for one, and start looking like me with my dinted forehead. But 2, you don't have anything in front of your eyes, which is great if you're a bit claustrophobic. It doesn't feel like you've got a CPAP mask on as much as you normally do when you've got the ones with the thing up here on the forehead. And also easy to put your glasses on if you want to have a read before bed, watch TV, that sort of thing. So I am a fan of the clear field of vision. I just think it's probably the way that the masks are going to be going in the future, just not having anything up there in front of the eyes. Just makes it a little bit nicer to wear. So that's definitely a feature. Talk about the magnetic clips. This short tube here, this is kind of a handy little tube. You can see it sort of stretches, and this part here sort of swivels around. Okay, so having that bit of stretch there is nice. So if you move and pull on it, it sort of has a bit of give to it, and obviously the fact that it sort of can move around with you over night time is cool. And this is sort of a quick release type setup as well. So just pinch here at the front. So pinch here at the front, and it just pops out. Okay, so nice and easy to sort of come back in and just push that in. So if you're getting up to go to the bathroom at night time, you don't take the whole mask off. You can leave your mask on, quick release that, leave it in the tubing. When you come back from the bathroom, click it on, and you're all set to go. So that's they've had them on a lot of masks now, but still a feature, and still handy if you do get up and go to the bathroom a couple of times in the night. You're not constantly taking off your mask and trying to figure out where it is in the middle of the night. Sorry about that. So the exhalation port, I'm not sure why they don't put a diffuser on this exhalation port. It might have something to do with a patent that Fisher & Paykel's got or something like that generally. If you think why have they done something different in the CPAP world, or why haven't they done this, it's normally because another company has already got it and is blocking another company with their patent. Okay, some of the things just don't make sense. But no diffuser on this. The little exhalation port, the holes are angled down, so the air will shoot downwards, not straight across. But still, without a diffuser on it, you probably are going to get a little bit of noise through that diffuser compared to, say, the Fisher & Paykel ESON 2 and the ESON that have that nice diffuser, which makes it very, very quiet through the exhalation port. If the air does get high in pressure, these little holes tend to whistle, especially if you get a bit of moisture in them as well, so you can get a bit of noise through there. But I reckon you could almost just whip something up yourself. Get a little bit of filter material, or I don't know, use your imagination. I've seen a few CPAP hacks. Some of them are good, some of them not so good, but there's no reason you couldn't do some sort of modification on that, I reckon. Now, the other great thing about this mask is the improvement in the cushion, the seal itself. So they call it the N20 seal. Good at coming up with their little words, ResMed. But they've added some support where they were getting a lot of mask leakages with the N10. Redesigned that seal, that cushion, and that's made a world of difference in terms of the seal that you get. So they've designed a cushion that's going to fit like a really wide range of noses and faces, and also one that is going to seal well over a wide range of pressures. So the engineers have done a really good job in just reinforcing certain areas of the seal, making sure that you don't get those really weak spots like you had with the N10, where the air pressure can really intensify and cause those leakages. So it's really easy to take this cushion off, so you can take this mask apart. So you just can clip this little short tube out and it just pops off the frame. You just sort of pop it off, but I'll show you up close. This is your little cushion, and if you look inside the cushion, it's going to be hard to show you, but there's these little parts that attach to the wall that they've designed. They sort of come off the wall, and they've got thick parts that run through. You'll have to sort of get it to see it, but thick parts run through. So it's quite thin here and quite thin here, but all through here you have these reinforcement areas. So yeah, a really cool bit of innovation, I guess you could call it. So in all, really only 4 parts to this mask. You've got your head strap, which attaches to your frame. So this is that frame, and while I've got the thing off, I can show you the inside of that frame. See, it's that nice sort of plush material. It's quite soft. And then you've got your cushions. Okay, there's your cushion there. Comes in small, medium and large. Like I said, the size guide will be in the description, so you can check that out. Just print it off and check your size. And then you've got your short tube assembly. Being ResMed, they do charge an arm and a leg. I think the RRP in Australia is about $275, so they do charge a lot for their products. They are very good products, but shop around and you can you probably find a good deal on it. Probably get it for around the $220 mark, and obviously over time they will drop a bit more in price. But overall, like if you are someone who uses a nasal mask and you're not quite happy, or there's something about your mask that you're not quite that you're not quite comfortable with, certainly do check out the N20 mask. Especially, it's got those nice magnetic clips. Clear field of vision, good soft headgear, and it's nice and easy to take apart, and clean and put back together. Okay, so enough positives there to make it definitely a mask to consider in the future. All right, as always, thanks for watching. I'll at the end of the video here, you'll have a little link up here to subscribe to the channel, so feel free to subscribe to the channel. That way you're going to get up-to-date news on all the CPAP stuff as we do it. I'll put a link over in this side where you can view the mask and purchase the mask, and the size guide I'll put in the description of the video. So as always, I hope everything's going well with you and your sleep. I know it's not easy, but hopefully some of these new improvements and the new masks and machines will make life a bit easier for you. So as always, thanks for watching, and all the best.